They say you should never open the door to strangers at night. But no one ever tells you what happens when the stranger is dressed as a clown. I should know. I was there. I saw it. And even now, years later, I can still hear the knocking, slow and heavy, echoing in my mind like some cruel clock I can never stop. It was Halloween, one of those nights that feels alive and dead at the same time. Quiet streets, jack-o'-lanterns flickering low, their grins softening in the dim wind. Most of the kids had gone home hours ago, their laughter lingering like ghosts. I was sitting in my chair by the window, sipping a lukewarm coffee, thinking about how peaceful everything seemed. But there's always a thin line between peace and dread, and that night it snapped. The knocking started just as I was reaching for the blanket. Slow, heavy, deliberate. Not the playful knock of a neighbor's kid, but a patient, waiting knock, like someone who had all the time in the world and didn't need permission. I froze. My hand hung mid-air. Some instinct told me it wasn't Halloween fun. It was something else, something wrong. I peered through the peephole. There he stood, not waving, not smiling, just staring. His posture was rigid, almost unnatural. I noticed the costume first, faded colors, fabric worn and torn, gloves stained brownish red like old shadows, and the mask. It didn't look like plastic. It looked like skin, pulled too tight, painted into a grotesque imitation of a smile. The eyes, empty, endless, pulling me in. I stepped back. My heart pounded. I told myself it was just a kid playing a joke, but the instinct didn't lie. Another knock, slower this time, almost teasing, testing the wood. My children, uneasy from the decorations and faint creaks, began to cry upstairs. My wife grabbed my arm, whispering, "Call the police, please." But my voice stuck in my throat.
He didn't speak, didn't ask for candy, didn't say trick or treat. He tilted his head, a tiny movement carrying immense weight. And then, one step forward, just one, but it was certain, familiar, as if he already knew the layout of our home. The dog growled, then yelped. The children screamed. My wife's hands shook as she pressed against me. I tried to convince myself it was over, but I knew it wasn't. And then he smiled. Not the playful, painted smile, too wide, too red, dripping down his chin. Teeth sharp, cruel, far too precise for a human. And then I heard it. A whisper, calm, knowing, chilling. "I've been here before." My heart froze. The phone slipped from my trembling hands. I looked up. He was gone, vanished. I ran upstairs to my children, huddled and wide-eyed. My wife's face pale, streaked with tears. Minutes passed. The only sound, that knocking, echoing in my mind. When the police arrived, they found nothing. No forced entry, no footprints, no clown. Just the memory of a smile, painted in red, etched into my mind and impossible to erase. Every Halloween since, I hear it, slow, heavy, waiting, knocking. I warn my children, never answer the door. Not if it's quiet, not if there's a shadow, not if you hear it. Because he doesn't come for candy, he comes for you. And I know he's still out there, somewhere, waiting, smiling that impossible, too wide grin that burns into your memory. Halloween is never the same once you've met him. And even years later, I can't shake the feeling he's nearby. Every flicker of a porch light, every shadow on the street, him, just out of sight, just waiting.